Welcome back, everyone, to the, let me turn the game up a little bit, to the Bulborb games. Today we have Fortnite Frank, who was the winner of a previous matches game, and I am George, who, due to RNG, they automatically advanced. First one's practice. They have chosen Shaded Terrace. What's going? Oh no, not a. Let's fix this real quick. Okay, this shouldn't be a crapshoot like it was yesterday. So, okay. Oh, I gotta do right. Just give me a sec, chat. I apologize, but this will be right back. Also, there's someone shoveling snow outside my house, so if you hear that, I do apologize. Alright, we're back. Okay, apply. And we're back. Wait, oh, is he trying a different controller? Frank, unfortunately, I don't know why. Okay, so Frank is switching controllers here. Alright, Frank says it's good. And he's back. Alright, we're back. So, sorry about that. This wasn't a crapshoot like it was. And it's due to Yuzu being weird. It's okay. It was not for 20 minutes like it was yesterday. That was horrible. I actually had to... I edited that out. It's going good. It's going good. Oh, let me tell the people, real quick, the bingo watcher. So both players just doing the standard Pikmin stuff, building up their squad. You know, bingo watcher. There we go. Right. I mean, Frank won last game, and this is round 2. I Am George has not competed before, but due to RNG, he automatically got to move up. And this is the practice round, so it doesn't really matter. I also am streaming this on... Oh, they both need 11, okay! I also am streaming this on the Bingo Battle Discord, so we might get another commentator. I know this is a weird time. Okay, George is going for it by trying to throw Almar up there. Taking out... the Bulborb. Gets the golden strawberry. Neither player needs the golden strawberry. George is going for the blue marble. I don't know what that's gonna really do for him. But now all Frank needs is the red marble. Uses... the lemon is on George. It's right there. This is the Switch version. The Switch version is what I'm using for all the matches because it's way easier to set up. Oh, so it looks like, oh man, you stop. Oh, wait, no way. We're getting the reversal? We're getting the reversal? Frank steals the lemon from George. Yeah, so, this... Crazy. Oh, this is the practice round. It doesn't count, but, yeah. Just getting the iPad because I need to, talk to the participants about, what... Oh, it's random. Random's the first. Oh, that's actually good. Thank you for doing that, for going out of the game. So now if someone comes in, they're gonna know, that who's winning. George, random. First match is random. Oh, stream out. I don't care. I never use that. Random. It is first to 5, and that round did not count. It is first to 5. Jigsaw Coliseum. We're starting off with a banner here. This is the Bulborb layout. All right. Oh, it was like, was George? Yep, Charlie. I switch about. If you've seen me in the Sprout House, I switch between Brittany and Charlie. I like Brittany more than Charlie, but I love them all. I love all the Copites. I wish I had the President as an option for Buffalo and Louis. Too bad, whatever, anywho. And looking pretty even right now. Both players are just doing their gathering phase and growing phase. George is going for his orange Borb. Maybe a little bit of an oopsie because you only have, I mean, you can totally take it down with 12 Pikmin. That is totally doable, but it isn't something I would strongly recommend for every player to do. And the Borb is going home. Same with the Whipton. Both players have a Borb going home. I like that both players are separating their captains because one thing that some participants were doing yesterday and on Saturday too was they weren't switching up their captains. It's not like it's a betting mark or whatever. This isn't gonna go down in the history books. We're not gonna have to write a 10-page essay about who won. I mean, SBU was entered, so he's gonna probably win. Okay, anywho, getting back to the match here. George is going around taking out Borbs. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think you could fight the Bulborb with 8, but that is a little too low numbers. But yeah, Pikmin 3 enemies. One thing that is different between Deluxe and Deluxe and Wii U is the enemies in Deluxe have half health. Yeah, ooh, where's the apple at? If Frank manages to get his hands on the apple, it is GG's. As unless George has something cooking that I don't see. But here's the thing about half health. Half health, I think I actually like the half health, not gonna lie. Because you can, like, it applies for mission mode too. It makes, like, collect treasure is do it as fast as possible. I mean, yeah, the combat is brain dead. Honestly, just as I would say it's more brain dead than Pikmin 2 and 4, but, like, we don't need to get political here. But, yeah. Okay, so it looks like Frank's going for his orange Bulborb. George is getting his Bulborb. But look at this. If we look at George's card here, all they need is the apple. And the apple is on George's side. So if George manages to get the apple, it's GG's. And unless Frank can do something to stop it, but stopping items in Bingo Battle, one thing that I actually don't like about it is it's a little bit of a pain to do. Pikmin 2 does that way better. Anything? No. The red marble and the lemon won't do anything. Although, if Frank manages to get the strawberry, go wasting Pikmin on the ore. I mean, yeah, I may as well. It's there. And there should always be a scrambler. But look at this. If Frank manages to get the kiwi, as I'm pretty sure there's red marbles are really, but both players have an apple. Actually, hold on. It's very close. It's anyone's game, if you ask me. Oh, but it looks like George has found the apple. But wait, look at this. Look at this. It looks like Frank, the lemon's going back, and that's going to go quick because the apple's to go all the way around. So it looks like George has won. Frank, sorry. I thought you wanted Frank to win. Frank's going to win. I didn't see that. Like, sometimes if the cards you don't see it, so this happens when I'm playing too, you don't see it until... That is, 1 Frank, 0 for, George. Now we gotta see what map they ban. Okay, so, what map do you ban? They're on VC, but like I kind of want to know what map they. Okay, so Corroded Maze is banned, aka map 11. What map do you pick? Because George is player 2, so he has to say to Frank what map. Stagnant C? Not it's picked a lot. It's picked more often than I would think on paper because this map can be over very fast. Like, already looking at cards, both players, I believe, have a yellow marble, and yeah, both players have a really good lineup. Row 2 for Frank and row 1 for George. There's a couple other things there, but like you have to work significantly harder for that. I wouldn't recommend for the players to go out of the way to get that. This match was supposed to take place in 3 hours, but something came up for me. It's called watching Christmas movies, and I had to reschedule, but fortunately it worked for both participants really well. So yeah, going for the Crawmad. Your Bulborb friend in Pikmin 3 has like 3 HP, buddy. The enemies in these games, you could sneeze on them and they would all die. There is a mod, I might actually do another Bingo Battle tournament in the future that has the double health mod, because it actually changes your entire game plan. But look at what Frank is doing. If Frank manages to get the orange is in the middle, I believe, and the lemon, it would be GG's for him. But look at this. If George manages to get the persimmon, which is on its way home, and the lime, I mean, what you said in the chat kind of makes sense, because this game, Pikmin 3 Deluxe did come out in 2020. There's 3 cherries up there. Neither player seems to be interested in them. It does look like that George is in the lead. No, Frank is in the lead. Oh, but George steals the citrus lump. But Frank realizes that, and Frank fights back, and he has an extreme numbers advantage. George is gonna need a lot of elbow grease to get past this. Although he has 20, but like, you can only do so much with that. But the Slurker might come out and ruin their day. Looks like it's gonna be another Frank win. And it is. It is. Gee, there's nothing George can do. That is 2 Frank, 0 for George. Once again, ask, what map do you ban? And what? Okay, I don't think George has to tell me the map he picks, because we can see it here on his, like, I don't think he has to say it on the Discord. Alright, Frank is typing, and 9. Alright. Buried Pond is banned, and we will see what map is picking. Twisted Catherine, alright. I don't really like this one. I mean, I got cheesed really hard on this map, and I mean, that did kind of PO me, but like, it could be over in 3 seconds. If Frank has the, I know it's not an eggplant, but like, what is it gonna be? I don't know what that is. Can someone in chat tell me what that is? If Frank has the eggplant, and the mystery item is in the orange Bulborb, which I believe the mystery item is in the Bulborb, it is GG's. George is losing a lot of Pikmin to these male sheer rubs, unfortunately, for him. Oh, but look at this. If George gets his hand on the red marble, and if the mystery item is in the Borb, that could be GG. That mystery item, if you ask me, that mystery item makes the difference between winning and losing, like what enemy it's in, because the bug-eyed Crawmad, you have to spend so much of your resources to kill it, usually. Both players are like even in Pikmin. Accidentally wastes a mine. I'm not trying to pick. Oh, but Frank also wastes a mine and wakes up the Bulborb. So now, oh, but the Borb eats it. And that's pretty much GG. I'm pretty sure, unless something big happens. But looking at George's card, if he gets the blue marble and kills the Chromad, which to be fair, the Chromad can go down very quickly. And I don't think he used all of his mines up yet, if I'm not mistaken. But now, Frank needs to go and take out the Chromad, which does leave time for George to do something. Even though he has a full squad at 50. You'll probably one-cycle it, but like you could two-cycle it. Does not go for the Chromad, and instead throws his mine at the orange Bulborb. Interesting. I wonder what he plans to do with that. So the blue marble is right there for George, and if George manages to kill this Chromad because he has his white Pikmin, but look at that, that's the mystery item, and it's right next to him, so... Uses a spicy, yeah. You're gonna either get a scramble or George. And that is 3 points for Frank and 1 point for George. Getting a clean sweep, maybe? Or maybe not, we don't know yet. Alright, Frank, what map does Frank ban? What map do you ban? And, what map do you pick? Let's ask them. They could still run it back. I'm just saying. Now, if Frank manages... Number 8 is banned, so Parched Brook is banned? And what map does George pick? Oh, I was like... Oh. Rusted Labyrinth! Ooh! If this is the one of the metal ball, I'm gonna yell on the reset. It is not the one of the metal ball, we do not reset. Rusted Labyrinth, I don't think it's ban-worthy. I know it's a little cheesy, but like... I don't think it is. Besides the one with the metal ball, I agree with that one, because one side is so much stuff. So I don't really particularly like this layout, as... You have to haul a bunch of your stuff through fire, and going to get your red Pikmin can take a while, unless they know to throw the captain trick, which neither player seems to be doing. Neither player goes for the reds. Okay, it's your game plan. Looking at cards here, the apple. Depending on who is the apple, if Frank has the apple, it's like literally over. If George has both the apple and the lemon, it is over. Looks like Frank is gonna start getting his reds. Again, you should have thrown Charlie over, but like, it's your game. That's another reason why I like the 2v2. Neither fighter's using their map, which kind of disappoints because the map is very crucial in making proper Dandori strategies. Okay, so Frank working on getting his reds right now. Frank's gonna kill his Borb. The Borb is down, they have like 30 HP. That's really not even like an over-exaggerate. Oh, and Frank has the apple, so it is looking very grim for George. Wait, what about the lime? What about the lime? If George has the lime, this could be a game for George. Where is the line? Waiting for the fire. Waiting like a really long time to go past the fire. Alright. Ooh, unfortunately for George, he does not have the lime. Uses the electricity, does absolutely nothing. Looks like, Frank is hearing me and knows go for the apple. Wastes his mind, though. We might see a clean sweep here, chat. First one of this tournament. Is struggling. George is struggling with the. Yeah, it's over. If George has the mango and it's on its way home because he didn't kill the Wally Hop. I try to be like unbiased here, but George really has to put some elbow grease and lock in here. That is 4 George, no, 4 Frank, 0 George. The next game could potentially be the last. Alright, let's ask him on the Discord. What map do you ban and what map do you pick? I would recommend for George to pick like probably I don't know, a longer one, because Frank was really good at setting that up. Frank is not telling which map he is banned. Shaded Terrence. Ooh, okay. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty bad map because this will last like less than a minute here. This will probably like the quickest tournament stream so far. Or maybe not, we don't know. Kind of cheering for George here, not gonna lie, because I kind of want the stream to go on longer, but... Look, I don't really... This is a map, like, I don't particularly look at cards because everything's clumped together for the most part. And the opponents can just go at it. Frank's just getting his reds. Depending on where that yellow depending on where the yellow marble is, this could actually be a game for George. George kills the Bulborb. Interesting. But killing the Bulborb isn't always the best course of action, as it opens the entire place up for your opponents to go in. Throws Charlie up there. That was probably a mistake. Yes, it was. Ooh! Both of the marbles are there. This could be a game for George. Frank doesn't really seem like he's going for anything. Gets 1 marble. You should have split your Pikmin up, but you know what? But look at this. Frank might realize what he's doing. I believe there's only 1 of each marble on this, but he goes away and focuses on the mango instead. The female sheer grubs are giving George a run for his money. Uh-oh, it's over because the mango's going in. Yep. Oh well, it's over, unfortunately. George could have very easily, when he was digging up those marbles, if he put half on one and half on the other, he would have won that. All right. So before I end the stream, I'm going to pull up the bracket. Here. And Hold on, give me a second, chat. So, George moves the losers, which we do not know who he's going to be fighting yet, as there's not enough people have lost. And George, who does, not George, Frank moves to a bracket where you're either be fighting Indy or X, I don't know how to say their name, X10, that's what I call them. Well, that's a match. Good games for both players. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. The Instagram and Discord are in the description. There might be another match tomorrow because one player said they can't do the weekends, but we'll have to see. Anywho, thanks for watching. Oh, they both disconnected.